Hi, this is Arthur Robinson Jr. I am the creator of PowerfulInterviews.com and am the creator of Audio Secrets Training Event.com. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this powerful video. In this interview, you're going to experience life-changing information that you will not find anywhere else. I have secured an incredible interview with a great friend of mine, international speaker. His name is Reggie Wells. Reggie Wells is Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist. Reggie Wells has also worked with great, powerful legends like Whitney Houston, Beyonce, and many, many more. So remember, this is not bullshit information. This is real information that's going to take yourself and your business and your family to the next level. But remember, you have to implement what you learn. So in this interview, I'm going to share with you how Reggie Wells says wealth building is a mindset and much, much more. So right about now, go get your pen and your pad, sit back and relax, and write down some notes. In this interview that I'm going to reveal to you with my great friend, international speaker, Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist, Reggie Wells, this interview is going to change your life. So check it out.
Today, I have a wonderful person on the call, and he's a great friend of mine. His name is Reggie Wells. And for those that don't know Reggie, let me explain to each and every one of you about this incredible, powerful man. Reggie Wells has lived a very interesting life as Oprah's personal makeup artist, but he says his life has always been unusual. Reggie will now help everyday women the positive and bring out their very best. Reggie, who has over 30 years of experience as an Emmy Award-winning makeup artist and the author of Face Painting. Drawing from his extensive client list, he will share the secrets to revealing your most alluring physical attributes, as he has done with his many celebrity clients. Reggie has been working with Oprah since 1989. He is the makeup master behind all 80 covers of Old magazine. In addition, his work has appeared on the cover of Essence on nearly 60 occasions and in issues of Glamour, Harper's Bazaar, Lifetime, and Brides, to name a few. Reggie believes that every woman is a beautiful individual and doesn't need an entire face of makeup. He will share his steps to flawless beauty, including skincare preparation, his secrets to create the perfect face, and the proper techniques for applying your makeup. He will help you focus on your finer points, your eyes, lashes, cheekbones, or shall I say cheekbones, lips, and that is an awesome, impressive resume. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome the one, the only, the powerful Reggie Wells to the show.
Hey guys, how's everything going? Great to be here with you, Mr. Arthur Robinson. Great.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Reggie, for taking time out of your busy schedule to educate me and the listeners worldwide about your powerful brand and about how to become a phenomenal makeup artist. I gladly appreciate it.
Well, you know, for years, thank you for that. For years, I've always wanted to see if I could make a difference. And just by doing this, starting off as a teacher of art, I tried to make a difference in the classroom. Lucky for me, and my blessings were that I would make a difference in the world as far as women and just the achievements of what they can do with themselves and improve and empower themselves as well.
To everyone that's listening on this show, I highly recommend go and get your pen and your pad right now. My great friend Reggie Wells is going to break down layman's terms about how you can become a phenomenal makeup artist. Now, what I'd like to know, Reggie, and can you explain to the listeners in layman's terms, who is the powerful Reggie Wells? How long you been in your powerful industry, and what is your expertise?
Well, I don't want to say how long I've been in my industry because I haven't stopped doing what I'm doing yet. But for the past 41 years, I've been working with women all over the country as well as the world. I think that the part of what I do is to spread and make sure that everybody understands how much power they have in themselves. I've worked with women in shelters. I've worked with women who are homeless. I've worked with celebrities and movie stars. But I find one thing in common with everybody. Everybody has a special quality. I don't care if you're the richest woman in the world or the poorest woman in the world. You have a special quality about yourself. And what I do is get people, or get women especially, to look for that inner power they have, whether it's to be their hair, their makeup, their statue, their education, their motivation, anything that works for you. I try to work on all those things. So it's just not about a lipstick or an eyeshadow or a foundation. It's more than that.
Now, I know that you worked with the phenomenal Oprah, and I know that you was her makeup artist. Can you explain to the listeners the power of that experience?
That was a really powerful experience, but what I found out after starting to work with Oprah, I saw that every blessing that she had, she used, and she used it to her best ability. She used it with me, she used it with her audience, and she used it with the people at home. Oprah has the gift of making people know and listening to their heart. What we don't do is we don't embrace what our hearts are saying. We always make an excuse because we're married or we have too many children or the father is like indulged with so much work he doesn't have time and things like that. But everybody has a passion. And what we have done is ignored the passion, we ignored the gift, and we ignored the talent. And Oprah is living proof that all that work. A little girl who started to do what she did. And she did the best she could when it comes to speaking. And we all first spoke on television. We didn't know what that would grow into. And what she did with people around her, she also embellished the idea that everybody around her should grow. So I'm just glad I lived in a lifetime where I could experience the time, the year, and the whole meaning of who Oprah was. And I'm so glad she got to share that with the world. And still is sharing it with the world, by the way.
Now, you pretty much was her personal makeup artist. So pretty much you enhanced her physical attributes before she actually went on her own TV show. Can you take us back to memory lane in regards to when you are actually putting the makeup on Oprah, is she preparing herself to go on TV before she actually do a show? What is the experience like?
Well, you know, when you put makeup on someone or you're very personal with someone, you always get to know what that person likes and expects. You know, when you get to sit down with Oprah, it's more than just putting the makeup on. It's a conversation. It's an experience, an exciting experience. Well, I found out with working with women, as far as Oprah and every celebrity is concerned, I've learned so many things from each one of them. As each one of them, when you sit down with Oprah and she gets ready to go on television, the behind-the-scenes thing is incredible. The behind-the-scenes, when you're preparing for a guest and you have to read about the guest, you have to know who you're interviewing. You know, I remember the interview with Michael Jackson back in 1980 at Michael Jackson's home. And it was a lot of nervousness. There was a lot of moved. There was a lot of things because you were actually in his house. But when that interview started, it was all back to incredible conversations with Michael Jackson himself. So I knew what it was that day, how enlightening and uplifting this would be to have this conversation. And Oprah prepares herself for everybody. So I'm just telling you, it's one of the biggest experiences you can have, because when you're making up a woman, you're really a personal situation. You're in a very personal type situation. So you feel what they feel, and you inspire, or you get inspired by what they're doing. So it was the best experience I would have. And just to do Michael Jackson's makeup the same day you do Oprah's makeup, that was a whirlwind of an experience. Fun, nervous, and everything else.
Oh, wow. Now, I know that you are in the celebrity society industry. Can you explain to the listeners the other celebrities that you have personally worked with?
Oh, I go all the way back to Lena Horne, Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
Whitney Houston, Naomi Campbell, people like all kinds of walks of people, Judith Jamison. I mean, all the people I respect, Ruby Dee, all the people I could imagine coming from with these different characters and these different actors and singers, like Mary J. Blige, and all of the people like Donna Ross, you know, people. I mean, and the list goes on and on, but my experience with all these celebrities, and Coretta Scott King, which was probably the most interesting person I've done makeup on, because Oprah we had done a makeup on Coretta Scott King, who never changed after her death of her husband. So Oprah asked her to come in the studio and work with her glam squad to really turn around. It was the most exciting makeover I have ever done, to meet such a woman with elegance and grace and charm, and still carry the whole thing about how much she loved and adored and respected her husband. So at times I thought Martin was right in the room. Martin Luther King had to be in that room, because we kept laughing and talking about different things. So it's really, making up a woman is like a very personal experience. And to work on a giant like that was incredible. That's one of the most exciting ones.
Can you explain to the listeners, Reggie, in your own powerful way, what is the best advice that you have ever received?
Some of the best advice that I have ever received was from some powerful and experienced people like Oprah, like Lena Horne, like Coretta Scott King. And one thing that carried through all the conversation was that do not waste your gift. And above all, be who you are. Be who you were meant to be. Don't run ashamed of anything you've gone through. Don't run ashamed of anything you were born to do. And this carried through what you were meant to do on earth. You don't have to plan it. All you have to do is think of it. And if you think of it, it will happen. But don't sacrifice yourself for anyone but you. Do you. Always do you. And if people out there know that, they will experience a really profound education of what they were on earth for. And I don't mean to get deep like that, but I think when you get to my age, you have to say something deep, because you've experienced life and you've managed to get through it. With all the bumps and all the grinds, you've managed to get through it, and you're still here. So the best advice I could do is be yourself. Stand strong.
Well, you can go deep, because I love in-depth conversations, and I love the dialogue with like-minded individuals from all over the world. And I really do appreciate you coming on my show today. sharing your beliefs in regards to enhancing the celebrities, in regards to putting that makeup on their lovely faces, and in regards
but my experience, I don't mean to cut you off, Arthur, but my experience with people like that, that you go in front of them all the time, and so you learn either the bad, the good, or the ugly. So we see things, what we do see, you have to remember we're working with celebrities. I hate that word celebrity, and I'm going to say that to the audience, because I don't want them to get, confused about what we look up to. So you put a label on someone, that's a lot of burden, because after all those people, before I touched them, were no different than you and I. My word celebrity has a really powerful thing that I really know. I don't always respect it, because to me they're human beings first.
Right.
Whatever that celebrity label that comes on, that's about money. And I'll tell you that again. I'm saying that so everybody can hear it. That's about money. And money won't save you. It will not save you. I've made billions of dollars, and it always didn't make me feel as good as I thought. Plus, it never stopped any pain or any illness I have had. So the word celebrity to me it doesn't mean anything to me, because you could stand beside Diana Ross and be as big a celebrity as she is. And you could be a normal type of woman, a normal type of individual. That means that your life has been complete as well as hers. You might not have all the money, but you have the insight, the intelligence, and the mannerism that you need to carry you through life. So everybody who sits in my chair is a celebrity. Everybody. And that's what you need to know, because that pinnacle could be just around the corner for you.
Wow. This is an incredible interview. I appreciate you coming on my show today.
I appreciate being here.
Reggie, can you explain to the listeners in layman's terms, what is your definition of marketing, and what does marketing mean to you?
Well, the word marketing to me it's like something just took off lately. Everybody wants to be a market brand. You have all these people who think they know what marketing is and how do you do it and what you're doing. What a successful person is a marketing individual automatically. Anybody who's been successful or went through life in all the right ways are marketing people as well. So when you market yourself, what you do is you go out there with a positive outlook. You go out there and you have that wonderful personality. But here's what people miss. With all the education you have and all the education you get, 50% is personality and 50% is talent. And if you try to get that balance uneven, it won't work for you. You can take all the marketing people in the world, because if you don't have the personality, we have something called focus groups. That's where they sit down. All your advertisers, all your people, they sit down with normal people. Notice they don't even go to celebrities. They go to normal people, 100 of them in a room. And they say to them, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think of this? And this is what we forget. We pick normal people, and we market them out there, and we take their suggestions. But then we sell it to the celebrity or anybody else. So marketing to me is that you have an approach to what normal is. So anybody who's normal with any phase of the word that we think is something else, marketing is taking you and going out there and selling you. That's what marketing is. I don't care what it's on. Is it on a high level, low level, or whatever it is? Marketing. That's what marketing is, and that's what I.